People, what's up, guys? How y'all doing? Double Toasted pre-show in the house, in your speakers, and your ears, loud as fuck, making you irritated.
People use speakers anymore? Like, I feel like everyone has headphones and headsets.
That's actually a pretty good question, to be honest. Like, I really don't know. I mean, like,
who sits there? But you know what, Double Toasted? Blast that on the speakers. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Well, because I like to like watch shit like away from the computer too, though. Like, I like to like watch things like on my TV and everything too. There's a lot of people like I'll name him because he won't be embarrassed by this and everything. He's proud of it. But David Lee is somebody who actually listens to Double Toasted like on his TV on his smart screen. I remember he had a picture on Facebook, and once again he put this out here, so I'm sure he's proud of it. But he like held his baby's head. I was like, look at that shit.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, that's probably not a good thing for kids to be watching. Why are my eyes so dark, dude? I feel like I'm a dead person. Look at that shit.
Sorry, your eyes are so what? You feel like
dark.
A dead person?
No, like a dead person. Like I'm dying, like dead. Like, I don't know, like, you know how corpses like get like dark circles under your eyes? Like, yeah, I haven't had any sleep, I guess. I don't know. But I felt like I was rested.
I've never seen a corpse in real life.
Oh, it sucks.
I'm sure it does. I'm sure it's not a fun sight. I honestly think I might freak the fuck out.
Yeah, that happens. I didn't freak out, but at the same time, like, you know, the shit follows you, man. But anyways, this is technically one of my favorite ways we started. Is we're talking about dead bodies and freaking out and how they look. Like, I wish I could go into further detail about that. It would have been like the saddest show we've ever had. But we're not, though. We're gonna talk about
pretty
some
high up
shit.
there as far as we never had a sad way. We always ended the show on stupid, angry. We never ended on sad.
Yeah, what? The chat? Mahundama? No way that's fucking true. I'm gonna look that shit
up. Yeah,
up.
no, 100%. The critic score, I think, is 149% because there was about 5 billion reviews, and that one's actually the audience score because it's about 750 million.
You're joking.
No, look it up.
Because, okay, let me see. Yeah, it's 69%.
There was a meme. That was going around before the movie came out. I loved it because it wasn't so much the percentage score, but if you look at how many people reviewed it, it was like 450 million. Like, so the entirety of North America reviewed this movie.
Okay, all right, yeah, jokes on jokes on jokes, y'all. Yeah.
Pretty much.
But yeah, 186 reviews, 2,500 verified ratings. Okay, well, I gotta tell you, this is the first Rotten Tomatoes score that I agree with. We'll get into it later. Good fucking Lord Jesus, God damn. What you call it? Black Knight?
Before we get it, the only thing I'll say about as far as Morbius, because this is the best weekend it'll ever have ever. Because next week it's getting buried by Sonic.
Oh, for fucking sure, dude. Yeah, it's definitely gonna get destroyed by Sonic. So here, since you're here, well, we gotta wait till Ganja comes in. So I guess I'll wait a little bit. But later on, one of the bit bounties I'm gonna be doing, guys, is this beauty right here. You're probably like, huh, what's that?
That is the worst toaster I've ever seen in my life.
It's pretty fucking horrible, man. This is Kappa. We're gonna be doing that. This is one of our oldest bit bounties ever. We'll explain why it's taken so long for us to get to this. Other than the fact that it's a sack of shit. But yeah, we'll get into that in a little bit.
That's a little preamble before the actual review.
I know I should have not even said that, but I can't.
Bro, look at that poster and tell me that there's quality in this.
God, I don't know why this was bit bounty to us. Whoever bit bounty it, please go in the chat and tell us why you did this, because I need to yell at you.
I feel like it was Gene.
It was either Gene or Mauricio, one of them. Because Mauricio told me that he did it, but I think he meant to say that, oh, like, I wrote this down like you're supposed to do it or whatever. I think that's what happened. Because why the fuck would... I know Mauricio hasn't seen this. There's no way he's seen this. No fucking way. But anyway, so just so you guys know, tonight is going to be the review from Double Toasted on Sonic 2. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is happening.
Electric Boogaloo.
The fact that this movie came out... Or not that came out. It's because it's coming out next week. But the fact that they were able to get a... the embargo was lifted so early. This means that they don't mind critics talking about it because they are confident that this movie's good. So, good news. Sonic 2 probably kicks a lot of ass. So, I'm happy.
One of my favorite things that the director said is that going forward, we're not following the chronology of the game. Fucking good. Because, like, what? Sonic 2 was, like, the hype, the fucking top of it. And then it's, like, what? Sonic Adventures 2, maybe? And then it just goes down fucking hill harder than I've seen any I'll be real. I don't think any franchise in the entire video game history has floundered and died so many times as the Sonic franchise. Nothing comes close. Most franchises get like 2 flops and they're done. Sonic's on like 7 in a row.
Yeah. But we'll make this really quick, though. I'll do a quick little recap about this fucking film because, once again, when I do new movies, they are recaps, they're not reviews. We do a quick little thing about them. And this, I'm going to say, I was expecting something. Look at me, it's two of me and two things. Okay, now it's gone. But no, this is one of those things where it's like, I liked Venom. I liked Venom Let There Be Carnage. I know people didn't like Let Him. Or both of them, they didn't like Venom Let There Be Carnage or the first one, but there was a lot of people that did like the first one, and then they couldn't stand the second one, which I kind of get that with the trailer. It looked fucking ridiculous, etc., etc. And this is made by Sony as well, and is also like kind of leeching off somewhat of the Marvel name. But then also, I think that Sony has given Marvel some of the best shit Marvel's ever had. So for me, I'm not really hating Sony like everybody else is. I defend Sony all the fucking time, and I don't mind those movies. But then you look at this too now, and the trailer had like some jokes in there that I could have, I thought that,
We are Venom.
yeah, like that stuff, but that's still in there. But there's like some other things, like Michael Morbius at your service, like right after that Venom thing, like a couple other bits, and I'm like, well, that's not even in the movie. So you guys
Wait,
completely, yeah. There's like like three other things I've seen in these trailers that are not in the movie, and this movie's short. This movie leaves you hanging, leaves you wanting more, yet you don't like it. So it's like, what the fuck? But really quick, Jet just got on the call. Jet, how you doing?
I'm sleepy.
I know you're very sleepy. I'm glad you're here though, because I'm gonna make you more sleepy by talking about Kappa soon. But right now I'm going through this fucking vampire movie, this Morbius, and yeah, dude, I don't know much about the character. Do you know anything about the character, Alan?
Okay, so the only thing I
From
know
the
about
comics?
the character, not necessarily from the comics, but I do know him that he's one of Spider-Man's villains. Anyone that grew up in the 90s Spider-Man saw the character there. And he was a typical vampire, typical Dracula for the Marvel comics. But because it was a kid's show, that to basically redesign the character, when instead of biting people's necks, he would have the plasma suckers on his hands. It was a way to get around the ratings board, but people said it made it scarier with her. I never really gave a fuck about the character in any way,
Yeah.
shape, or form. But he's basically the traditional, I got my vampire powers through some weird supernatural stuff. So I have all the superpowers, but now I got to toe this line between being a good guy and a bad guy. So this guy can either be Batman or the Crow, depending on whatever the fuck they want to do.
Yeah, and here's the biggest thing about this that really frustrates me. So, because of that fact that like he's usually a bad guy, and now he has his own movie, he's obviously going to be the protagonist, even though he does some antagonistic shit, and does some semi-villainous shit at the very beginning. But we get this other guy, his friend, and this fucking dude
Damn
is
it.
one of the goofiest fucking characters I have ever seen. Him and Morbius started off not being able to walk, whatever. I guess you guys probably already know this. I'm not going to go through the same things that Double Toast has already been through because we are pre-show Double Toasted. But yeah, he basically turns heel. He gets a piece of the power of being a vampire, yes, or whatever the fuck. And this dude, like, in order for them to show how evil he's become and how happy he is that he doesn't need those crutches anymore, he starts dancing. And he gets his
I was about
six-pack.
to say, does he start dancing?
Yeah, he starts dancing and shaking his ass and dancing and twirling around in front of a mirror. And then he comes and fights Morbius for no reason because he's trying to help him. That's the whole story of the fucking thing. He's trying to help his buddy. Like, dude, you're walking around. You don't have to use crutches. Like, let's enjoy this. Let's get some bitches. Let's have fun. Let's have fun. Let's fix crime or let's
Get rid
commit
of that
crime.
yee ass haircut and get some bitches on the tip.
Pretty much, I get some bitches on your dick. That's why I said one bitch isn't fucking with you anymore. But he's doing this. But while he's doing this, it's like the CGI people are just fucking with his face as he's walking around. So he's like just walking like, hey man, like, why do you do this shit? You should be on my side. And they're fucking with his face, turning him into a half vampire, half normal person, like through all of his dialogue. To the point where even when he's dancing or fighting or even having serious dialogue, his face is changing and shit. They don't even know, like, why the vampire shit would start showing out of nowhere. You would think they would have some kind of control over it. And Morbius pretty much has no control over it. That's why he has, like, this whole thing of, like, oh my god, I'm still trying to work on, like, this whole, like, serum or whatever. And I want to, like, get the bat blood and turn it into some, like, regular artificial blood or something so I can still not have to use crutches, but I can like still walk around and not eat people and shit. I don't want to eat real people or real blood. And this dude, it seems like that shit just never really pertains to him because as soon as he like feels like he needs blood, he just takes care of it off screen pretty much, and then just walks around and he like knows all the things about it. It's like, dude, you're not the scientist. You are a rich guy who invested money into Michael Morbius's business to figure all this shit out. Michael Morbius is the doctor. He's the smart one. And yet you're just walking around with CGI fucking with your face. Like, it's fucking dumb. There's even, like, this romantic storyline going on with Michael Morbius and this other girl. And, I mean, they have chemistry in the beginning somewhat, but then the rest of the movie, she literally falls asleep. Like she's at the doctor and she's like asleep there and shit, like the whole fucking time. And then when she comes out, there's moments where like this guy's not even trying to hurt her. Like he keeps going to her fucking like place, like, hey, where's Michael Morbius? I don't know. All right, just let him know, like I'm here. And they play music like, oh, he's gonna kill her or something, and he doesn't. She's safe because he cares about her because she's his friend too. You know what I mean? But then like something happens and yeah, she does die. I'm gonna spoil the fuck. Yeah, she does die, and when it happens, it was some shit that should have happened fucking like a long ass time ago. Like he could have done that in the middle of the fucking movie, but he just decided to do it at the time they did, so they have an ending. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? The Michael Keaton shit, dude, happens as a after credits scene.
I called that.
Yeah.
In the trailer. I've been calling that since the first trailer came out. That I'm like, that Michael Keaton thing is an after credit. It's the end of the movie or / after credits. So I'm glad it was right on that.
Yeah, and by the way, no, we had a bet, by the way, and you were right. So fuck you. But yeah, that drives me nuts because I'm like, this movie can't be stupid enough to do that. Oh yes, they fucking are.
How mad were you in the theater where you're like, oh my god, this movie sucks, but he's right too?
Yeah, well, no, because I don't even give a shit. I'm just kind of like, wow, like the fact that you're able to call that means like these movies have a problem with being worse and worse and dumb. But I just thought I was gonna have fun with this. I literally wasn't expecting a good movie, dude. I was expecting some stupid ass. It's fucking Morbius. Who was expecting a good movie? But I was expecting something that was like at least fun, like Venom and goofy and jokey. But like this movie ends before we have enough time to leave the dramatics. You know, like, oh, he can't walk. Oh, his friend is fucking lonely. Oh fuck, everything's terrible. And we have so much. We only have so much time to fit jokes into there, so they just take the jokes out and just says, hey, serious, over something so fucking dumb. It's just hilarious. And somebody posted this in our After Hours group page on Facebook.
What's up?
But Tyrese came out and said something about like, oh, like this movie, I didn't know that this movie was a comic book movie. And I gotta say, this movie was so good and so amazing and fascinating that I'm just not even shocked that this is sweeping it up or whatever. And I'm like, dude, like, how the fuck do the casting directors get people that have no idea what the fuck they're doing?
Easy, they're cheap and available.
I guess so. I guess Tyrese will just fucking do anything.
Well, yeah, dude, he has. What does he have? Besides the Fast and the Furious franchise and maybe a cameo role in a movie or two, he literally has nothing. And he's just like looking, because what? There's like 1 or 2 more Fast movies, so he has 1 or 2 paychecks coming in. He's jumping on it. He's like, oh, hey, who cares about the quality of the Venom movies? They're still getting sequels, so fuck it. I'll be part of another franchise.
Yeah. The Black Knight says that the director did a spoiler talk about the movie last week. Yeah, I saw that. And
stop giving a shit.
But the thing is, though, it's like even on that note, it's like even if he did that, the spoilers were just like the real spoilers were the after credit scenes, but like that was in the trailer. So what the fuck? Like it's not like literally there's 2 after credit scenes and they're both in the trailer, dude.
That's fucking hilarious. Like Sony does that. No, it wasn't Sony that did this, but the reason I was able to call that immediately is because when I saw the Tomb Raider reboot trailer and she was holding the 2 guns wearing a leather jacket, I was just, to me, it screams the end of the movie. That's how the movie fucking ends. In Black Widow, when she's looking out to the sunset, that's how the fucking movie ends. They always have this one shot. I don't know if I've seen too many trailers, too many movies, but just the way they set up, I'm like, there's no way this is midway through the movie. It doesn't have the right tone. This is the tone of ending the movie off because you're expecting like more shit to happen in the future.
Yeah, but in chat, by the way, Matt Handama is over there saying Ant-Man 2 did it. I didn't even know that. But he did correct me saying that the April Fool's joke was probably that Tyrese thing or whatever. So my bad if that's the case. Ryan says me gave the movie an NC-17 rating. Really? That's fucking ridiculous. But Tay says she's so excited to see Sonic, which is really cool. Yeah. And yeah, I feel like, you know, if you're a person who doesn't have a lot of money, whatever, wait. Morbius, I'm telling you, it's not even worth the ability to just talk shit and say the movie sucks. Like it's not even worth talking about.
It's not even that bad. Like some people are saying it's not even bad enough to be like it's so bad it's good.
Yeah.
It's more of just like, yo, why does this exist?
It's like painfully average. Like
there we go.
Like if a movie is so insanely average, like I'd rather see a bad movie than just an unbelievably average movie because I'm gonna forget. By the way, dude, when I was writing to you like what we're gonna do for the show, I forgot I watched Morbius.
Yeah. You know what's funny? When you wrote that to me, I forgot Morbius existed. So when you sent me the thing like a minute ago where we're reviewing Morbius, I'm like, oh yeah, the movie came out.
Yeah, this is the first Marvel movie that you haven't went to go see in the movie theaters, right?
Me and my buddy were about to, but our schedules just didn't work out. And I was just like straight up like, I don't give a flying fuck anymore. So it's just like maybe we'll see it. And if we do, I'm not gonna guys, we're not doing another review of this. If I end up fucking seeing it, if Nick needs like 5 minutes of fucking screen, whatever the fuck in between scenes, I'll say something. But if I watch it, just text me. Like I don't give a fuck.
Really quick too. So Jet, you had somebody in your family. I'm not gonna say who it is, but they were like, "Yo, we're gonna watch Morbius on Sunday." So is this gonna be happening later on the week? Like, are you gonna watch Morbius later on?
I mean, possibly. I don't really. I've basically kind of been phasing out of what you guys been talking about.
No, it's just
Mostly because I might actually see it.
Oh,
okay.
Jet's gonna. I almost want to hear Jet's review because she will tear. I feel like she'll tear this apart.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be that one movie where Jet has like a Nick Diaz reaction to a Marvel movie, because I don't think, is there a Marvel movie that you absolutely hate,
Yeah.
Jet?
Well, I mean, I don't like Ultron, but I mean, I don't actually hate any of them.
Yeah, that's all I was
What
figuring.
about Guardians 2?
Oh, no, I didn't like that one, but I don't absolutely hate it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the vitriol usually comes from me, you know.
Or DC movies for her.
Now I'm sure Jet hates some Batman shit, or just like, I mean, before Joker came out, Jet was just like, I don't give a fuck that's coming out. I don't like Jet stays like on her, like her stance or whatever. But yeah, like, okay, let me ask you this, then, Jet. Like, what's a movie that you cared less about, Joker or Morbius?
Like I said, less about Joker, because I straight up am not going to watch that movie.
Well, you haven't seen Joker?
Yeah, she has not seen Joker.
No.
Oh damn! I thought you did. I thought we reviewed it.
I have not watched that movie.
She probably was on a review and then she just like shit on it. She was like,
maybe that's what I'm thinking. Because I remember I thought I know Ganja wasn't a huge fan of it. I think me and you loved it.
Yeah, but speaking of that person, Mr. Ganja Guru, can you hear me? Good boy.
There you go. Finally got the crew back.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hopefully it works.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah.
Ah, there we go.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, shit, it's working.
Straight from my guest room. All right. I gotta figure out how to change this background real quick.
Straight from underneath the stairs of the Harry Potter house.
See, if y'all look, my background much cleaner than one of my fellow co-hosts. Just saying.
No, that's
is
true.
Is that a park bench?
No, that's a guest bed. It pulls out, so it's one of those beds that you got the other bed that pulls out from underneath.
Yeah,
I think you might be right. I think he might actually be living under the stairs like Harry Potter.
I am the kid who survived.
Somebody please clip that.
No, that shit looks like a fucking park bench, man.
That's fucking hilarious. Is that caution tape?
Ignore the dead homeless man in the corner.
Yeah, I know. That's fucking hilarious.
Also, I'm glad my bits went through and you cleaned your fucking room.
Yeah, glad my bits came through and you cleaned your beard.
What beard?
Wait, yeah, what beard?
Exactly.
What is this? This is a goatee. It's barely.
That's a joke. That's a joke, Gotcha.
Oh no, he had to say it was a joke. I fucked something
Also,
up.
by the way, I almost believed you for like a second when you were on Facebook and you said that you were gonna shave your shit. I was like, oh damn.
There's two people.
Yeah.
There's two people that well, I guess you almost got. One person I straight up got.
No, I believed you. I thought you were having a nervous breakdown. I almost messaged you until I realized what the day was.
Dude, look at the fucking Thanos hand that Ganja's trying to grow himself there. Fucking, what, you got the Infinity Stone too, motherfucker? Like, goddamn.
I went and picked this up. This one at the res, we had a little powwow and shit. So I picked up a little tribal ring. And of course, my comics ring. I've been wearing that for a while now and got me some beads.
Damn, dude. Oh, did you show some of your titties?
No, these are tribal beads. Involve culture.
Mardi Gras up another 2 months.
You know, it was embracing my people and where I come from. And, I could also probably use them to get some city. So
yeah, there we go. Woo!
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
You gotta give it back, though.
Yeah. Dude, I gotta give it back. And then she does that Men in Black thing to make you forget her titties. There you go, man. I hope you had fun with that shit.
Fucking, bro. Oh my god. How useful.
I missed you guys so much. I missed the chat. How y'all been?
Yeah, no, Tay was like, Ganja!
Missed you too, buddy. Somewhat. Though appreciate you almost texted me thinking I'm having a nervous breakdown.
But what happened?
When you saw about shaving his head and fucking cutting his beard, I was like, oh, he fucking lost it.
No, did you, my April Fool's joke, I was like, oh, I'm going to go back to being short hair and get rid of my beard, the whole old Ben Shapiro look.
Yeah. By the way, who the fuck ever told you that was a good idea in the first place? Not to be mean to you. I'm not going to be a dick or anything, but like...
It was more of it culturally, actually, and my family. They culturally speaking, men aren't allowed to have long hair. You usually, I think, you're very short. When it came to the beard, that was more of I just didn't really know what I wanted to just do with this part, so I kind of just clean shaved or had the small goatee. But when it came to long hair, it's only really the last 2.5, 3 years I've actually grown out my hair.
I inspire the masses.
Yeah, I know that's true. I will say though, I've seen you with short hair back in the day, there, Ganja Guru.
Oh,
Yeah, when I
it
had to
looks
get it all cut up, I cried.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
was
same.
fucking-
Oh,
Jet,
Oh,
I
that one. Yeah.
I understood the struggle of a
I'll be right
bad
back.
haircut. I finally did.
I know Nick just left. I've never seen Nick with short hair.
I used to laugh. I was like, oh, why is she mad? Like, this haircut's not that bad. Well, after I got my hair fucked up, I understood. I have real fucking tears.
I fucking told you that shit fucking sucks.
Also, I appreciate you holding it down here during the whole Will Smith slap thing.
Yeah.
Telling his people, keep them in line, Jet. Also,
I mean, I just said the shit was funny. I'll keep
and
saying
I do expect my 5 smacks for how I fucked up in the chat the other day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, 5 smacks over the course of a lifetime.
By the way, y'all, if you ever record, try to
Jesus
copy and
Christ.
paste lyrics, even though they censor the lyrics on the thing, you might want to double check it before you paste it.
Or just, learn how to read.
I did read it. I did read it.
No, you didn't. If you read it, you would have known.
So
I
I
did
just
read
like
it.
the idea that like when Ganja's in his car too and he's reading like those AZ lyrics and he's singing the song and shit, he's like, yeah, ninja, blah, 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 just saying the N-words and shit. That's great. I like that.
No, I just turn everything to like Indian. So, like for example, Get Your Money, Red Man. That's my favorite one for This Is America.
yeah.
It's not bad. Can't do it with my people though.
Yeah.
not
Arab
Arab
money.
money.
That's stronger.
I'm not saying get Arab money. Fuck that shit.
I will say the Arab part of that song though, it goes like you can't pick another word for Arab. You gotta say Arab money.
Yeah, I know that's the problem. I don't want to say that shit. Fuck that song.
Wait, damn. So
Also, are you?
Go ahead.
I was just gonna fuck with his background a little bit more because like it looks like he's opened up a GameStop back there.
Yeah, yeah, for real though.
I like it.
Yeah. And then it's one of those like bomb and pop ones too, because he's selling the sword as well.
I was
You
like,
know?
how much for the sword, bro?
I got that for $20 in Vegas, and what happened was I tried to ship it because I didn't think they would let me take it on the TSA plane, so I tried to ship it through FedEx back to my house. But they're gonna charge me like $130 to ship it. I'm like, fuck.
Oh,
that.
dude. Wait,
I paid
hold on.
$20 for that thing.
I've
I
never
told
seen
Alan
this.
Oh, go ahead, Nick.
Wait, I'm sorry. I've never seen this. Alan, move to the side again. Those cups. What's that big one? Is that?
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, he got cups.
Yeah, he got cups though.
No, fuck y'all. Don, when are you going on vacation again? Like, when are you leaving? When are you going on vacation again? So you've been back for 1 day and already sick of you.
No, because you did it with such fucking panache, dude. You're just like,
Yeah, you just bursted out laughing.
whoa.
Love that shit.
Okay, Aladdin, shit.
I know. Look at it, like, and then I didn't know his fucking legs were crossed on the fucking
The
chair.
whole
He
time.
do.
I do that the whole show.
Dude, no wonder why you don't know the fucking they dangle. No wonder you don't know.
No, that's because I ever since I was a kid, I don't know if you guys did this. As Ganja goes and fucking dies, they always had sit cross-legged, in the circle. And as a kid, I was always flexible. I was always able to do that. I got so comfortable doing that, even during the streams. Sometimes I'll have to stretch every like hour and a half, but like most of the time I am sit cross-legged. During the entire show, I'm sitting cross-legged.
Oh, I did not know that, man.
I'm sorry.
Just get it out of your system.
I'm sorry. It's just I can't stop making Aladdin jokes after that. Someone clip that for me.
No, because literally, because you do
Oh,
know that that's literally like that's what Aladdin does. He does that in the carpet.
He sits cross-legged and everything. You just went, yeah. Let me show you my magical cups. Woo.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, Alan.
No, you're not. That's the thing. You're not sorry.
I mean, I still didn't see the cup.
Alan, can we move on to
No,
the cups? Can you show us the
Fine. This
cups?
time I'm gonna. Fuck them.
Just scoot back normally. There you go.
There we go.
And a spin this time.
And it's been
Why do you got one sock on, one sock off?
Can I get off without you two want to fucking say something? I'll explain that when I get back. The cups here, I'll grab a couple of them.
Okay, we're gonna get to the cups, but damn, there's more
Yeah,
shit
we
keeps-
will! Fucking
keeps-
Christ
I
almighty.
keep trying to get to the cups, but more shit keeps popping up.
You're just like I'm trying my best not to make fun of him. Sorry.
The cups are from the fucking movies. My theaters, I always do the special cups. This one's from the Batman. Even got the cup toppers over there in the back. I'll grab those in a second. Spider-Man. This is for the No Way Home. This one I didn't know they existed. This is like the third or fourth time I was watching the Batman. This is a popcorn tin. Yeah.
Oh, that's a cup.
No, dude. Earlier I thought that was a coffee cup. I was like, that's a big motherfucker. I want it.
God damn, that's how Batman stays up all night.
Yeah, I know. Yep. That's a shit that Punisher was fucking drinking out of, and he's like just scoping out the place and shit.
Tay wants to know what theater you go to, Alan.
There's a what is that called? Scotiabank Theater or some shit. Cineplex is the company that owns all these theaters, so it's under there. But yeah, a lot of times they do these toppers. They're basically like discount amiibos that sit on top of the drink.
I feel like you can use that character for D&D.
Oh, probably, because you got the Catwoman one, and then you have the Spider-Man one, which is smaller than both of them.
No shit. He's grown. No, that's cool as fuck. I'm gonna be honest, that's badass. That's really.
As far as the whole one sock on, one sock off, for some reason, my body finds that incredibly comfortable. I don't know why.
No, it makes sense. Like Icy Hot, like the guy from My Hero Academia. You know.
Yeah, kind of. Well, no, you know sometimes like some people sleep with like one leg hanging outside of the blanket or whatever, just to even out the heat.
I just never seen that in person. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest. I do it when I'm lazy. So.
Yep.
Yeah, it just is. It is what it is. Jet, do you have? Do you do anything like that? Like, you know, weight a blanket just on your head or some shit like that?
She wants to fucking die.
I don't know. Sometimes I sleep with my eyes open.
So
really?
Yeah.
Bullshit. Don't do that. No, cause I don't even want to think that maybe.
It's Jet. There's like 30% chance this might be real.
No, because it's scary. Because I have to lay down with her. So like, if I'm
she
like,
actually does that?
No, I don't know if she does. That's why I'm scared. I want the fucking. I want her to look at me.
You. Good night, Nico.
Yeah.
You know she doesn't sleep with glasses on, so she would give that
look. I would hate that shit. Just like lean down. I wake up like, huh? Are you still awake?
What if you wake up and she's just like staring at you dead on?
Yeah, dude.
No, because apparently, like, I can't remember if someone took a picture of it or not, but sometimes if I basically stay up way too late or something like that, and I'm focused on something, I'll literally fall asleep with my eyes open. It's happened a few times.
That's called dying for a little bit.
I mean, sleep is basically dying. It's the same fucking concept.
God, I heard orgasm was the sweet little death, but you're over here making sleep one.
I know, it's fucking.
I don't know how.
Or like if I'm really like concentrated on something like that, sometimes I'll like pass out without thinking, and I'm just like,
oh no, I do.
Okay, passing out without thinking, that happens all the time. Like,
when I concentrate too hard, I do this dumb face where I just like.
Oh yeah, me too.
No, we have an emoji of like that with you, that exact face, no?
Yeah, we do. We do.
I can fall asleep anywhere under any circumstances, and sometimes I'll just be sitting, and it's like I'm gone, like mid.
Oh, did you do that in a meeting at work?
Dude, I did that during a meeting at work, and my coworker texted me. He's like, "Don't stop falling asleep during the fucking meetings."
I forgot y'all made that emoji.
Yeah, it's just great. But anyways, well, here's the thing, guys. I guess we'll get into to Kappa, because my boy Ganja, he's back. Very, very glad you're back. And I will say we waited for a very, very long time to do this because I did not want you to have to know that you spent your time watching this fucking movie. All the shit we went through to watch this movie, and then you weren't able to review it. So I got to take advantage of the fact that you're here, etc. Do you even remember this fucking thing?
Can you please show me a trailer?
to be completely fair, even if we did watch this shit, the movie's so fucking boring, it's easily forgettable. Even if you like literally just watched it.
I literally just watched it. By the way,
I'll let you know right now. I thought we were talking about a brand new movie.
Oh shit! I should have let you think that shit the whole time, just so you're like, hey man, so that new movie, man, I can't believe this was at the movie theater, dog. You know what I'm saying? It was just so bad. Like
that trailer was badass, bro. When Spider-Man showed up, I wasn't expecting that shit.
But Kappa is essentially this movie right here. I'm actually playing the whole thing. I won't get in trouble for playing this now because it's on YouTube. This is not showing you much though.
Contest clues is not enough here.
I know, but basically, Kappa means water creature in Japanese. It's a Japanese movie that we watched. Back in January.
This is the one where they chase down the water creature and he's like fucking some chick, right?
Yeah.
No, he's.
I don't remember that part.
I just confused it with Shape of Water.
Jesus Christ. I don't blame you though. I don't blame you. There's like a good 20 minutes of that movie where he's playing a harmonica and they're dancing.
And then some
singing,
bitch comes out the lake, right?
And they flood the bathroom and shit. It's crazy.
That masturbation scene is weird.
Man, when they saved that giant whale at the end, I didn't expect that shit.
Oh, fucking shit, dude. But no, this is Kappa. And as you can see, at the very bottom of it.
That poster literally looks like a turd that has eyeballs.
Oh, goddamn.
That is legitimately the worst poster I've ever seen in my life. I honestly can't even tell if this is supposed to be E.T. ripoff or this was a shitty Photoshop.
No, yeah, dude. Like, fucking, because at the very bottom, it looks like it's an E.T. ripoff. Like, I guess that's what they're trying to do.
I don't know, maybe.
This
movie came out in 95? E.T. was like...
Oh, the alien's kind of more of an asshole. I don't think he's really E.T. quality.
Well, yeah, you're right. Well, they're trying to make him, I don't know, because this whole fucking thing is confusing. Because, like, yeah, first off, I want to say thank you for the Bit Bounty to even do this, though, because even though we hate this fucking movie, I always appreciate the support that I get from people and everything, so I appreciate that. But this was either from Gene or Mauricio, and I don't know which one of you did this, because this fucking...
It was, I have Mauricio wrote down.
Well, earlier he asked me, what's Kappa? So I was like...
I think you
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, Mauricio, how the fuck are you asking? I thought I was doing this for you. But then this looks like a movie that would be given to us by Gene. You know what I mean? So I don't even fucking know.
It just turns out no one gave us the movie at all. We just watched.
Yeah.
I'll kill you, man.
But I will say, man, yeah. What if no one gave us a Bit Bounty for this? We watched this for no fucking reason.
I came home and then started watching this shitty movie. We just did it for fun.
I would be mad at myself. I'll be like, you know what? I'm fucking fired. Like, this is bullshit. Russo just saying something. He's like, I don't condone anime. Well, this is not anime, but okay. I will say though, yeah, like this movie, because usually we talk about technical issues in a bad movie or just like a bunch of other shit. I just want to talk about like what they could have done with this, as well as the fact that like this movie. I mean, just to start off, this movie takes 70 minutes to show the fucking Kappa. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck is going on? Like, why the fuck did it take so long for them to show the titular character at the fucking movie? It's frustrating to me. And then one thing when I started looking this stuff up, this is made by Tatsuya Ishii. I just read it. Hopefully I said that shit right. But he's done some other movie called Akri, or Akri, some shit, but it's about mermaids. Yeah, it's about mermaids. Basically, it's a movie where it's like this very scientifically whatever the fuck done movie where it's like it's not like magical like this. Because this movie, that fucking ugly ass creature right there, that old testicle, wrinkly ball sack looking fucking thing, this is actually like fantastical. Apparently, it's like a space alien fucking thing, that humanoid turtle looking fuck. And Akri, the mermaid thing, is like on top of like the fact that it's about mermaids, is also about cheating because the dude actually falls in love with the mermaid. It's like Splash, but in Japanese. Have you ever seen Splash, Alan?
No.
Well, you lucked out. You fucking lucked out. That's with Tom Hanks. And on Disney, there's a part where she runs to the beach and it's showing her ass, you know, and she's a mermaid, so it's like a mermaid ass, so it doesn't even look like a real ass, whatever. But she's running out like, oh, I hate you, Tom Hanks. And
wait,
Disney,
how's she running if she's a mermaid?
That's the thing. She turns into it fully, like she's turning into it little by little as the movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How's she still running?
Well, that part's not done yet.
Look, if women can run in high heels, they can run with the fin.
No
You
shit.
done yet. You gotta let them cook.
Can I please?
What?
That's fucked
Don't
up.
think too hard, Alan.
Yeah, don't. Now I'm on that one. No, but the thing is though, it's like with Splash, like what that movie did is like it focused on the romance stuff, whatever, and it's not really about too much mermaid shit. It's just crazy that this fish out water story becomes reversed when it's like, oh, she's actually not even fucking human, blah blah blah. So I get that. This movie though, they do like most of the movie takes place in a flashback, which was fucking shocking to me because when I first saw this movie, I didn't know this took place in a flashback. You can't even tell it's a flashback. So that was kind of odd to me. But then
the movie starts off really fucking weird too, like a fight between like son and like dad and son or whatever, and like it's just like, I mean, okay, so this isn't taking place like right now, like right after that happens, straight up flashback into it. I'm gonna go ahead and say it during a time when a lot of these movies that take place during the time this movie took place are usually really, really fucking boring if action isn't involved.
Yeah. Well, because that's the thing, and what was really odd to me too, and the reason why I brought up like Tatsuya or Tatsuya Ishii is he's only done those two movies. He did Akri and did this. This came out before Akri. The problem is though, is like for me when especially, I mean this was in the 90s, 1994. So like, why the fuck did you make this movie about these creatures, these water creatures, whatever, potentially being space aliens, because that's one of the things that's kind of getting like revealed later on in the movie. And there's so many movies that did this sort of thing before. One of the writers on this, I forgot his name, and I wrote it down. I think it's Masumi Sutani. But he worked on Mothra, The Return of Mothra, and a couple other movies for like kids and shit. So like, they knew what the fuck they were doing. They have like stuff that they stolen from other movies for this, and yet still like, oh, let's just fucking get really ridiculous and add these little aspects of these characters and like where they're from and everything, just make this more crazy. And like, you can't afford this shit. Star Wars has already been out for 20 fucking years. So why would you make a movie this fucking cheap? And I don't know how Japanese filmmaking is, but I would imagine that they have access to fucking Star Wars.
Oh no. They have access to Star Wars. They don't have access to Star Wars money.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about this is like the first little bit of the movie, I'm like, oh, okay, we're gonna explain why the father and son relationship doesn't exist anymore. I don't think that ever ends up happening because this movie just forgets that exists. But I found myself like the first 40 minutes afterwards, I'm like, okay, this is just a story about the 50s and living in, I guess, a rice field. I don't know what they're growing, but looked like that from many animes I ended up seeing. But I was like, oh, this is actually not bad. We're talking about whatever this Kappa is, Guardians of the Village, whatever. We're trying to find it or try to kill it. I'm like, okay, this isn't so bad. And then when it shows up, it then becomes a comedy. Starts playing this weird comedic music, and suddenly everyone's an idiot. And it's like, did everyone just get really, really high when this thing showed up? Because it's the only possible explanation where this movie went from a kind of almost horror, almost like emotional growing up around this time to just a literal live action ending.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. And my thing that like really pisses me off too, because we already made fun of this thing, but like really take a look at this design of these fucking creatures. Like, look at it. It looks like some ripoff of ET mixed with like as if it was like cute. But it's not cute. It's like this wrinkled, veiny nutsack that's been cursed to smell the taint of Walter Matthau. Like this fucking thing is so.
Here's the thing about fucking Kappas is like, yeah, they're ugly as fuck. But the thing is, they're such fun creatures to literally make a movie about that this, with being as boring as it is and being such a, like, quotation, fish out of water fucking island in a place that I shouldn't be movie is so annoying. Because the thing is, there's a lot you can do with Kappas. Kappas love farts. You literally could, put farts in this movie. They steal kids and try to take, like, a little anal bead out of their ass. Because they love fucking farts. They love sumo wrestling. They're very polite, so if you bow towards them, the water on top of their head falls off, and so you can get away from them. Did I say they love
Kappas
sumo
are real
wrestling?
things.
Yeah.
I assumed it was just something the movie made up.
No.
They love cucumbers. They're weird as fuck creatures. But so the thing is, the Kappas in this movie, just like, it's boring. Just boring. How do you make a creature that loves farts boring?
Well, and his face looks like he smells nothing but ass. When I said the thing about Walter Matthau, because he looks like a nutsack that just stuck there smelling asshole. He's just like,
yo, he got the eyes for it too. Like,
No, that dude is tripping. That dude is tripping out on something. The acid just kicked in. And they took a photo.
But
that stank just hit him.
But looking at this though, man, I mean, I hate the design of the fucking creature a lot. Like, I can't stand it. But this basically takes place in the 50s or whatever, and yet nothing really felt very 50s. It just felt cheap. It's just like, hey, like, we can hide behind this movie taking place way back in the day if we just film somewhere that's empty as fuck. So that's what they did. But I mean, yeah, dude, I'm looking at other movies that are Japanese films that could do. I mean, like, do Godzilla, like all the fucking Godzilla movies and all the spin-offs of Godzilla are fucking way better than this. And then you got to consider too that like those fucking like the Host, that's another movie that was really good. It came out like 8 years after this or something like that, like in the early 2000s. We're gonna be reviewing that soon too, but I know some things about it. Yeah, it's just called The Host. It's like this huge sea creature comes out.
There's so many things that I know called The Host that I don't even know what you're talking about anymore.
Yeah, because there's like a Zoom movie that just came out during the pandemic called The Host.
There's a book that I read that was called The Host, and then it was adapted to a movie.
That's the one I'm talking about, by the way, by Stephanie Meyer.
Oh, the one by Stephanie Meyer? Oh my god.
Yes.
I couldn't even finish that book, bro. We're watching the movie. Oh god.
By the way, is that 2 Stephanie Meyer things we gotta do for bit bounties? Because the other one is Twilight, right?
Yeah, it's Kirk, right? I'm killing Kirk.
Yeah. Kirk, do you really like Stephanie Meyer?
No, he just likes torturing us.
Yeah, I guess so.
Waiting for the bit bounty for 50 Shades of Grey.
Why would you put that out there in the universe?
I don't know, because usually the universe will either side with me or fuck with me, so let's have fun this time.
That's a gamble. But yeah, dude, I know that we should do a lot more talking about this movie.
Don't dude, this movie's boring as fuck. Absolutely nothing of consequence ends up happening. There's maybe a good 30 minutes if you really care about East Asian culture and what it was like to grow up around the 50s. But honestly, you forget this movie exists as you're watching it, and it's really inconsequential the whole time. Like I found myself just tuning out, trying to fucking watch this movie. I eventually just kind of finished it just as soon as the fucking movie started, and I can't remember, or sorry, as soon as this show started, and I can't remember a goddamn thing that happened to this movie. It's already been forgotten to history, so let it be forgotten in your minds.
Yeah, I hate this film with every single fiber of my fucking being. This is a 0.5 out of 5 for me. Probably one of the lowest ratings I've given for a movie doing bed bounties. I despise this fucking film. I've seen it twice now. I had to watch this 2 fucking times. I hate this fucking movie.
This movie's 2 hours. Fuck.
And I'm upset that Concha doesn't remember much of it, because half of the reason why we didn't do this shit months ago is because I was waiting for you, because I didn't want you to go through the fact that you watched this for no reason.
look, maybe I had to watch the Invasion of the Booty Hole Snatchers one more time before we do this again.
As long as you just don't fucking like pimp slap me with that fucking Infinity Gauntlet you got, you know, I want to get like.
Nah, man. I say this from comedians that like to do bad, goofy impressions.
Oh, I love that.
Okay, I've seen the Batman 4 times in theaters, and this movie's an hour shorter than it, and I never want to watch this again, ever again.
Yeah.
By the way, it's not exactly 2 hours. It's like 152. So 10 minutes of fucking 5 to 10 minutes of whatever. This movie's like an hour and 40 minutes.
Most of this movie is literally just walking. To be honest,
it really is.
And it's literally so boring. And the only interesting parts is when you actually see the Kappa, because like. The Kappa's design is actually pretty cool. If we are actually to give like one thing with this movie, like it could have been better. It could have looked more like a Kappa, because this looked more like some sort of weird fucking alien that's somewhat like a Kappa, but it's not a Kappa.
No, it's like an imp.
At least, right? Yeah. The thing is, like, he looked cool. I mean, because that's what you go to like watch this movie for, is literally the Kappa. And even when we actually do see what the Kappa look like, it's just kind of like, do something cool.
Yeah.
End up being a villain or something, because you try to steal like the little bead that's in like that dude's butthole. Like, do something.
Is that actually where it is, or are you just making a joke? Because I can't tell.
No, like Kappas love farts and stuff like that, and apparently there's a little bead that's in like people's assholes, which is why they're in water. So if you walk in water, like unprotected, like they'll go into your ass and they'll steal that jewel.
Unprotected?
Wait,
you have to wear a butt plug?
Yeah, is that why it feels good when I ride bikes?
What? Can we move on?
I'm just saying, like, wait, you don't want to learn about your body? Come on, there's a reason why you don't like it.
I'm not on this show.
Yeah. Oh God, can you imagine like him like enjoying? Never mind.
Wow, and you
Just,
wonder why.
I wonder. No, I don't. So, Alan, I mean, I know you said that you don't like it, but rating-wise, what would you numerically put on this piece of fucking garbage?
I would give it a 1 because I enjoy. Like, as soon as the flashback starts, before the Kappa shows up, I was actually enjoying this. I was like, oh, this is just what's it like just to be a random kid in the 50s in the random farm area. And it was just kind of fun just seeing that. I'm like, okay, this isn't bad. I wasn't like at the edge of my seat, but I'm like, this is just nice to kind of keep on the background. And then it was like, oh, as things started escalating, it got more and more interesting. But there's really only a good like maybe 30, 40 minutes of this movie, and there's a bad hour of this movie afterwards. Like when the Kappa shows up, the movie becomes immediately worse for me. And I just stopped giving a shit because I got Shape of Water vibes. I got we're just stopping the movie because we have nothing else going on, so we're just gonna dance with this thing for 20 fucking minutes straight.
Yeah, like I got like Lake Placid vibes, like when it's in the water and just looking up at the kid and everything. I'm just like, oh, you're gonna eat the kid? Oh, you're not. Okay, well, what the fuck am I? Like, what am I watching? What am I watching?
I have no idea. That's what I mean. What am I watching anymore? So I just kind of started tuning out, and like, I don't get why everyone's so busy to kill it. Aren't you guys like spiritually like connected to it? Don't you guys want to keep the thing alive because of whatever? I'm like, the movie doesn't give a fuck, so neither do I. So this is a 1 out of 5.
No, I'm just surprised that I forgot there was butthole jewelry in this movie.
I know.
Same here. I don't know how I missed that.
I know. It's like the bean from Chicago, the Chicago bean, but it's just in your asshole.
I'm surprised you got put that little Chicago bean.
I want Jet to be like a jewelry person, whatever the fuck. And she's like, well, so this one came from a cow's asshole, but then this one came from a human asshole, and you can buy both of these for this much money.
Don't give her ideas. She might
See,
just start getting that shit from her room.
Indication, this came from a high quality Oscar-winning award asshole right here.
By the way, Jet,
the thing is, you could probably get a whole bunch of money like from a Kappa if like you were to have like that jewel. But the thing is, pretty sure Kappas are the only ones that can actually take them.
Really
I
quick,
feel
Jet.
like it smells stinky.
Is there any other things, Jet, that look for ores or beans or jewelry inside of people's asses?
I don't want. Why do you really want to know?
Well, you're the one who went out to the beach in Miami, not giving a fuck what's out there. Like, learn something.
Well, this is well, Kappas are Japanese folklore. There's a whole bunch of different folklores and Japanese stuff. Like, there's literally a creature that, like, a girl that lives in the toilet, and if you don't show her like a perfect like test score or something like that, she kills you. Yeah. There's a bunch of this shit.
What if I just shit?
There's probably one.
She still kills you.
Please clip that too. That's a good 3-second clip. Just like, what if I just shit? That's great. But yeah, what would you rate this movie? How many beans out of 5?
This is a 1 out of 5. This movie was incredibly boring to a point where I had to put it on fast mode when they were just walking. I'm just like, I can't do this. They're literally just walking. If there's something happening while they were walking, that's fine. But it's just like, literally, like 40 minutes of this movie is literally just them fucking walking to places and then dancing, and then you get like 20 minutes like of them with the kappa. I can't. Like, the movie was incredibly fucking boring for a movie about a creature that's so fucking crazy. I thought they were gonna turn the fucking thing into a villain because this creature is known for stealing kids and basically taking their fucking jewel out of their anus. And there's a bunch of ways to defeat them too. Literally, they're polite, so you can bow and have them basically drop the water that's in their bald-headed head, like ass head. They got you can beat them at a sumo wrestling contest. You can give them a cucumber. There's a lot of ways to beat this motherfucker. But the thing is, they decided to go with a weird ass ET story, and it's just like not exciting. Not exciting. I hate it. The only actual saving grace of this movie is the fact the creature actually looks decent to look at. That's literally it. Everything else is fucking boring.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm still surprised to get this a 1 out of 5, but it's, you know, like I said,
half a point difference. Like,
yeah.
it's like,
I'm surprised to get this a 0.5. I should get this fucking 0. You know.
I will only go like to 0.5. Like 0 to me, it's like I'm screamingly mad. 0.5 is like I'm just trying to give it anything. This one, it didn't make me mad. Like, I wasn't mad watching this. I was just bored out of my fucking mind.
Oh, then I'm glad you appreciate the great film that was Teen Titans Go, because you did not give it a 0.
I'll kill you.
Yeah.
Did I give a point? No, I gave half point to that movie because the Krypton music was actually not bad. But besides that, the movie's fucking terrible.
You are such a fucking.
And you laughed.
Person.
You laughed out. I was there.
Yeah.
I saw
I'll
you.
kill you.
I heard you.
He was predetermined to not like that movie. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, because it was garbage from the get-go.
Same thing with that fucking movie that Ganja made you watch, Malibu's Most Wanted. That was a great film.
I hated that as a kid. That shit was trash back in the
Alan,
day.
don't be hating, son.
Watch me,
dude. This is why you're not gangster.
Motherfucker in the world.
That's why you're not gangster.
I'm not gangster.
You're gonna be part of that drill trip squad.
Don't you want to be cool, yo, dog?
No.
Wu-Tang.
That's the lamest thing in the world. You could try to be Santa there, yo. Like, fuck you.
Yo. Well, that's pretty funny. That was pretty good. I like that. That was like the first thing he said that was really funny on here that wasn't making fun of him. So that's awesome. By the way, because Alan said some shit like outside the show too, like just the other day, and it's like, you keep that energy, man. Like, when you're not on here, we're not live, you say some shit that not even I would say, like, and it's like really hilarious.
Half the shit I say, I can't say on the fucking show.
You can.
Stuff he says, it's great.
No, he doesn't say, no, because I don't want to get anyone confused. Man, like, usually I do that.
Man, what he says about green people, racism.
Don't start that shit up again.
Who's green now?
Year 2 of the fucking.
Who's green?
I'm green. He hates me.
The money in my wallet.
Oh, and then now you got the Arab money. Holy shit.
Hey, guys, give me a fucking rating.
Wait, hold on, really quick. Can I see your Canadian money?
Okay, so
let me see what it looks like. Oh, where the fuck is my pants?
Well,
that's what she said.
I think I spent some money today. I only have coins.
Okay. Well, wait, no, don't give no cheap ass shit. Oh, you got my coins, got some rupees here.
Some rupees? I wish I had some fucking rupees. That'd be dope as hell. I don't know if this is gonna show up on the fucking screen, but this is $2.
Oh, that looks kind of nice.
Yeah,
I'm gonna need you to put all the change in the bag, dog.
It's about in the $10 here. By the way, the only reason I have this is because my
Damn, you got a knife too.
I like how you said a bag, but you're holding up a little empty tissue box. I know you've been blowing boogers.
Boogers.
Hey, I have to get used to my new altitude and weather.
But you got a knife. I have a sword, like right above there.
Well, Gaja has like lots of experience.
I got you, bitch. I got you. Hold on.
Oh no, is he gonna pull out a gun?
Okay. He might actually. No, he's a
Motherfucker,
lightsaber.
fuck with the Force, bitch.
Oh shit! Oh, that's fucking great, dude. You went with the
What?
noise too.
Sorry, what?
Oh no, you fucking
All right, now
nerds.
we're gonna see each other in a couple months, not a couple months, couple weeks. We're gonna have a lightsaber battle.
I don't know if I can fit this on a fucking. We have to get lightsabers down there.
All I know is your
That's
Schwartz is smaller than my Schwartz.
Hey, Schwartz.
That was a reference
Wait,
to
I
Star
have to put
Wars.
Penelope in her cage because lightsabers or I guess any broom pulls scare the fuck out of her.
Actually,
I put
well,
that shit out
Tay,
with Benito outside the room because that motherfucker starts trying to attack me and shit.
Let me see the sword. Okay.
yeah, not your dick though.
Yeah, keep that away.
What
Yeah.
refers to their dick as a
We
sword?
don't want to see your Arab drill tip.
What?
You're getting that oil. Son. Mm-mm.
Oh, is this another new sword?
No. This is the one Solar gave me.
Oh, okay.
Make sure you go check out Back at the Deck.
Oh yes.
This is a real. I can't remember. I honestly can't remember the name. It's a Tanto or Canto, something like that. I actually can't remember the name. But yeah, this is a real, genuine sword. It's not been sharpened because I'm not a crazy fucking person.
Mhm.
But I've always wanted to own a sword, and I even went to a sword training class the other day. It was fun as hell.
Yeah. How was that? So, like, I mean, what's the process like? Or are you even wanting to talk about that? Or
Yeah. I'll talk about it real quick. Basically, ever since I was a kid, I always really enjoyed sword fighting, and I've always wanted to just learn basic ones. So I went and was looking around my city, and one of the places had this free novice class. So there were people there of all ages, teenagers, adults, and they gave us these practice swords that were like actual kind of like they had some weight to them. They're like maybe 2-3 pounds, and they weren't sharp, but they're basically like actual like training swords. And it was fun as hell just seeing a lot of the different moves and stuff that we were learning. I'm thinking of continuing it. I'm not sure because it's like it's a fun thing, but like I'd rather just learn actual martial arts because maybe that actually helped. But it was fun as hell doing that. It was way more fun than I thought it was going to be because I got to hold a real sword and it had real weight to it too. You don't know how heavy a
He felt
sword
the
is. The actual
girth
holding it.
and the weight in his hands. And
I
stuff.
know.
Well, 'cause you see so many movies, everyone's swinging swords like it doesn't matter. But it's like that. It's like there's something going on here. These two stupid motherfuckers are laughing over a stupid joke they made.
No, I made a joke. You just kept going and it got
I know.
worse.
You know what's funny though too is like I was even gonna ask him next to him like, wow, like wait until you like that with the real sword. Wait until you see a real dick. He's like all this weight and boldness and just girth. It's amazing.
I work with 4-year-olds.
I felt like a man.
These guys
putting
are
my hands.
4-year-olds, and I don't mean each of them are 4. They're both at the collective intelligence of a 2-year-old, just combined.
Hey, I like colors.
Me too. Oh,
Two
dude,
of them.
Crayons. You know what I used to do a lot though, dude? Smelling the markers. Oh, our class was
That
the shit.
explains a lot.
Those were so good, dude. Those cherry ones, I just and just come home. I got like lipstick. Looks like lipstick on my fucking nose, like all the way up here and shit. Anyways,
Were you blowing a marker?
yeah, no, well, not with my nose, stupid. What the fuck? That's not how you do it at all.
You're snorting a fucking marker.
You would not make a lot of money on the streets, Alan.
Good. I know how that ends.
Okay. Either good or bad, or both, just for different people.
It always ends bad.
Here's the thing, though, man. We're gonna get out of here because that was the last review, whatever. I could have done another one, but I'd rather wait till everyone's watching and shit like that too. So, yeah, I know everyone's over there double toasting. Corey, Corey's a
That
bitch. You know what I
toasted
mean?
goodness all over your face.
Yeah.
He's watching the show right now. You're fired.
No, he's not. He watched the other day though. He's like, oh, I saw you talking shit, and I was like, oh, so what's up? He's like, no, nothing. Can you get the video done though?
That shit was funny, dog.
But
He's fucking about to hit you. Keep my no.
Hey, watch the other day. Like when? Wait, this is the first time we did the show since Friday.
Well, we can't.
Not
let
even
that
Friday.
go. I'm not trying to put Native
Yeah.
Americans back
It's
30
Sunday.
years.
I'm losing track of time.
no, we did. It was like Tuesday. And when I say other day, I mean like the last 2 years. So.
Oh, because when I hear other day, I think like 2 days. Like 2 days ago.
Oh
No.
no! To me, the other day to me is like it just happened at some point.
Yeah, like a week. Like, dude, my brain is like so bad now that like I literally, like I was shot that we're in March, and I was like, wait, that 3's on March, that means the 3rd of April. So what the fuck? Like I didn't even know. So yeah. Marissa says Nick was on the phone with Corey for a long time last night. Oh, not for too long. I just had to go do something else. But
They were
yeah.
whispering in each other's
You
ears.
did a show yesterday, or talking about the after hours?
After.
Not hours. No, because it was funny because I made a joke. I was like, oh, guys, I guess we're on the pre-show because I'm getting a call at fucking 10 o'clock at night.
Bro, Nick has that ringtone for I guess everything. What if we were just chilling?
Oh
Like, we're
shit,
just-
Pep, what's up?
Yeah, she's joining up. She was freaking out because of pulling out the lightsaber and the actual sword. She hates that shit.
Can you imagine that? The bird just watching him like, what the fuck is that shit?
I honestly don't understand it. Like, ever since I had her, anytime. That's why whenever I'm sweeping my room up, I get the small broom as opposed to the bigger one. Because for some fucking reason, ever since I had her, she freaks the fuck out. I don't know why.
Yeah. But what you call? Oh, so I want to do one last thing though too before you go. I never gave my rating for Morbius because I got too excited when Gandhi came in and shit.
So 3 out of 5.
No, definitely 1.5 out of 5. This movie fucking sucked. Don't watch it.
I've heard
It's
about
terrible.
that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, this motherfucker's like, oh, it's always 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. Yeah, he always
So you
says
just
3
have
out
to
of
go
5.
half of that.
So, like, what the fuck? Like, if it's just a number, oh, he's over here giving it ratings. What an asshole.
Oh yeah, how the fuck do you do no matter what? Oh, 1 out of 5. Oh, he just divided it by 3.
You fucking bitch. Why don't you do your 4.5/5 out of 5?
Yeah,
Almost the dumbest math I've ever heard in my life.
It's not the dumbest math. Have you ever got a 4.5 on a fucking test? Did you do pretty good on the test? Did you make a mistake? That's where the 0.5 went out.
But Alan,
I think about it from the test.
you know
If
what?
you hey, this movie is a test. Okay, there was a couple things wrong here. You lost half a point.
You know what? Get over here. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, I remember one time I was talking shit when I was the teacher was marking like papers in front of the whole class for some fucking reason, and I was talking shit because someone got a math problem wrong. She's like, "Oh, you think you're funny? I think you're funny guy." Scrolls through to grab mine, so it's just loudly marking it through. I got perfect on it.
Jesus.
I did not expect that story to end that way. I was like, God damn,
I
legacy
expected it
continues.
too. I was funny too, going, "Shit, I'm gonna get something wrong." But then she did that. I just started laughing too, because like, what the fuck else are you gonna do?
Personally, if I were her, I would have just added an extra question on there and just said that you didn't finish it and just gave you a half a point.
Oh, that would have been some bullshit.
Dude,
That
we
was
had
some
this
goddamn bullshit.
we had this linguistics teacher or whatever that was really like a literature teacher, whatever the fuck, and she was very robotic the way she would talk. Like, today, class, we're going to be doing this today. Blah, blah, blah. Like, just like everything was so robotic and professional. And my friend Brian did not want to do any of the work. So what he would do, he has really, really good handwriting. So he would just write random shit, but it looks so nice that it looks like he's saying it right. Like, he's drawing everything perfectly. So, you're supposed to tell a story. Like, the other day, there was a character who did this and this, and this is a historical presence, blah, blah, blah. But instead he's saying, my dog ate the bone while he farted and ate chocolate milk mustache, or mustaches, or whatever the fuck. Just random shit. That's actually where I got that from, chocolate milk mustache. It's not even my thing. But he's writing all this shit, and she was just giving him A's every fucking day. Like, just like nothing, right? So then finally, it was like the 5th week of the term, so he's about to like ace this entire fucking class.
Oh no.
And an aide came in, she can read the nice handwriting. So I said, let me see that shit. And she reads it, and,
Oh,
and she's whispering to the teacher, and the teacher comes back and is like, hello, Brian, you're I don't know what's going on here, but you said you wrote that the dog ate the log on the slog of the tog bog strog flog. Like, and just like robotic as fuck, just reading the whole thing.
Slab on my knob, like corn.
Yeah.
Come shake with me.
2 line
Andrew,
through
you're
fucking
Jack-
lyrics that's on there.
Dude, like, it was ridiculous. And she's like, and she won't stop too. Like, my friend Brian's like, all right, you can. I'm sorry, I won't do that again. She's like, no, hold on. And then also, the dinosaur went to the store and the pulper the floor toward the board. Like, just like, I mean, he started like, there's like words that weren't even real. Like, just toward
Dude became a
the
mumble
floor.
rapper.
Yeah, like some of the foot, but some of this. So fucking like,
Yeah, you spitting on this paper.
yeah, dude.
Roger,
You're
why
gonna
did you
change
just,
the
like,
world one day.
Roger, why did you shrink like? Did you? Oh, you took it to your chair. Like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, my legs got tired. I'm a fat ass.
I never heard of that shit where he's just like, he's so fucking. It's like, I know that's what gets affected.
Oh shit, that reminds me. So back in the day, I busted my collarbone. And I never got a teacher's aide to help me write. So in order for me to write, I had to, and this fucked up my handwriting forever. I had to keep the paper very close to me and move the paper while keeping my hand there because I couldn't move my hand properly.
Oh,
so
shit.
I'm writing notes like this, and I never got a teacher's aide. Like, they never said, "Hey, do you need help?" I just fucking rolled with it.
That's fucking crazy. I can't even imagine doing that. Like,
It was honestly, it was the most difficult. Like, it was some of the most difficult time writing. To the extent right now where when I write stuff there, I write very closely. Like, I had to do that for what, like 6 weeks.
wow. What the fuck? Better Sweets thing. He says, I had one that who was like that, who has what Pantera was. The kid with the shirt said a band, and then she said, Oh, I don't listen to music. I watch the news.
What?
Jesus Christ. Can you imagine that? Someone's like, I don't listen to music. I just watch the news 24/7. Like, what
You
the
sound
fuck?
lame,
What are you, 45?
Yeah, that's fucking scary as hell.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. But so many of those. And one time, another teacher called my friend out for that shit too, and we actually saved it. And I think he got it laminated too. But sometimes like they get the paper and they write like a big A on it, like yeah, you did good, A, you whatever, you passed it. They gave this motherfucker an F minus minus. Like I don't even know what the fuck that means. What's
we
it?
never had that back when maybe it's a Canadian thing. We never had the F or the letters. It was always A out of 100.
See, that's a better. I like that system out of 100. That's way better than the letter system. Because who knows what's what? Because like if you get an
In the
E,
butt.
that's supposed to be good.
Isn't the number system basically equivalent to like the letter system? Because like if like 100 to 90 is an A,
It changes though.
89 to what is it? 70? No, 89 through 79 is a B. For us, it never changed. It is always that.
It was always like the 70s, 80s, 90s type stuff. And they would have the, you know, hey, 90 to 100 was an A++ or whatever the fuck. But they never wrote that on their paper because they're like, hey, you were marking this test out of 30, 40, 50, whatever the fuck. We're going to give you an actual percentage because that makes a lot more sense than that.
Yeah, for us, the percentages were just also equivalent to a letter grade too.
Yeah.
So like even if we did just get numbers, we still like it's still equivalent to a letter.
The closest we ever got was it would be like a 1, 2, 3, 4 type thing, and then there'd be like a plus depending on how well above and beyond type bullshit.
See, I
which
didn't
to
know
me
about that.
never made sense. It does honestly to me like give me a score out of 100 that makes more sense to me. I'd be like, oh, I got 70% on this test. I did pretty good. I got 60. Okay, I need to improve. I got a C. Does that mean I was close to a B or close to
That
a
was
D?
my gang, CC gang.
Like,
You're gonna throw a game sign. See?
Man, my report card.
As much effort as much
Progress
effort you put
report?
into school, that gang sign.
Yeah.
Oh, so I never had this teacher, but I always wished I did. There's this teacher in school. She had a very complicated last name, and she would say to her class, "If you get my last name wrong on this test, I take a point off every
Jesus.
test." And I always tell my friend, I would give anything in the world to be in that class because I would raise my hand and be like, "Hey, miss, what's my last name?" And
Oh,
just watch,
shit.
just to see, just to be like, "You bet your fucking match." Because the funny thing is, nobody can really. Nick like had to practice my last name, but nobody can really get my last name because there's so many different fucking letters in there. So it's like she was bound to fuck it up, and it would have been amazing. But I never got her as a teacher.
Yeah, but no, I would have loved to see you get that lady like that too. That'd be fucking hilarious. I had this.
She would have done some bullshit and like just docked me marks for no reason.
Yeah, dude. Anyways, but people, we're gonna get the fuck out of here though. Reviewed Morbius, don't watch it. Reviewed Kappa, don't watch it. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of movies out there you should watch though.
This
So
has been
enjoy
a
those.
PSA.
Yeah, pretty much. Tay's like, what's your last name? Shakazine is his last name.
Yes.
You should type that in the chat if you can.
Also,
If you
while
want
we're
to.
talking about that, what is your social security number again, Al?
Yeah, no shit, right?
It
Is it start with 5-5?
actually does.
Wow. So in a year, I'm gonna ask you what the middle numbers are. And
Just
after
start
5
breaking
years.
it down.
Yeah. Eventually, I'm gonna
I'll
learn. the
give
whole
you a
fucking
number
thing.
every year for our friendship.
There you go. And I'm gonna forget all of them. So it is what it is.
Exactly.
Dude, ask me tomorrow if I remember the beginning of your social security. I don't think I'm gonna remember.
You'll not only will you not remember, you'll actively say that I'm fucking with you and that those are the real numbers, and actually watch the show.
Possibly, yeah. I don't even fucking know. Anyways, all right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Alan, tell them where to find you, sir.
Alrighty then. I have been taking a little bit of a break from streaming, but I'll let you guys know exactly when I do return. But yeah, basically just going to be continue doing some long plays on there. I have a couple things on the list. I do want to play the Spider-Man PS4 because I've not played that game in about like a year and a half, and I really want to go back to it, see if it still holds up, type thing.
Yeah. And with that said, I don't know why I just showed this. It took a while for it to show up on screen, but it's all good. People, we're out of here. Welcome back, Ganja Guru. I miss you, buddy.
It's just, I'm glad.
Well, it was still showing me at the bottom. What the fuck's up with that? Anyways, all right, guys. Goodbye, folks. See you guys tomorrow for more bit bounties as well as some reviews for some other new shit. It's gonna be some cool stuff. Get out of here and defend your wife.